Sunday morning, July 12th. Eight days since a mama lost her baby on Horn Island, Mississippi. Nolan Xavier Wells, say his name. It's cold and I wish I had my blanket. I'm thinking about Nolan Wells. Thinking about how he was lynched by 3 white boys, one of whom has a white mother who's a judge. The Good Old Boys Network down there in Mississippi. You best believe there's a Good Old Boys club down in Mississippi. Good old white boys. America is a hunting ground for black people. And a hunting ground for Latino people. I love you, Nolan Wells. I hope wherever you are, you're not heartbroken. After the attempted murder that I experienced on October 23rd, 2023, I became rather obsessed with death. The first thing I did, my first kind of gut reaction to it, was to search all over the internet for other people who had had attempts made on their lives. I searched YouTube. I searched the internet. And all I could find was news stories. And I was so hungry to watch videos and listen to victims, people who had experienced someone trying to take their life away who did not succeed. There was none. I could not find one single YouTube video. Not one. That seems so strange to me. But there it is. I just wanted to listen to people talking about their experience. Maybe they don't post them because they have PTSD. Too traumatizing. I don't know. So, in my newly formed obsession with death, I started, watching and reading about dying, watching and reading a lot of different commentary from a lot of different scientists and philosophers and theologians about dying, what it is. Do we go on after our bodies are dead? A lot of quantum theorists like Federico. Watch a lot of his videos. And I don't remember his last name, but everybody knows him. He's famous. He's a very famous quantum scientist. I believe he actually invented CPU or he invented a piece of architecture that is required for every computer to run on. And I think it's a CPU or some such, I don't know. Italian dude, quantum theorist, quantum scientist. He absolutely does believe that we go on based on spiritual experiences he's had, spontaneous spiritual experiences he's had. Fascinating though, because he's a scientist, so that's what I like. I like to hear the science, the thinking, scientific thinking behind the theory or the belief. It helps me a lot because I struggle with doubt, skepticism. So along the way I kind of became obsessed with NDEs. I've probably watched about 500 NDE videos. Many of them are bunk. Some of them don't appear to be bunk. And one such experience that I feel is authentic is the one that has been shared by Jonathan Ashford. And you can't get a one-on-one with him because he's booked out for many years. Can't even talk to him. But he has weekly sessions, Q&As that go on for several hours on YouTube. On Zoom, my bad. On Zoom. He does not record. He just does live Zooms. And you can go in there. It's usually about 500 people there. 400 to 500 people there. He usually does them twice a week. Sometimes he takes weeks off because he's traveling and whatnot. I think one of the main reasons why I do put credence into his experience is that he refuses to get paid in any way for it. People do. There is a donation link, but he refuses. He never solicits any kind of money. There's no money. No money. He doesn't want to be remunerated for his... Basically what happened was he died for 3 hours and he went to the other side, as they say, in NDEs. And he had very rich experiences on the other side, which he remembers in great detail. And when he came back, he was not the same person anymore. He had been a corporate executive and he left that completely. Didn't want money, didn't want food, didn't want money, didn't want sex, didn't want anything anymore. He just didn't want coffee and chocolate, like certain things he just couldn't eat anymore. He basically had a radical reshifting of his DNA and his psyche and his spirit. So now he kind of does the Tibetan monk modality where he just lives off whatever is donated. And he does not solicit donations. There's a donation link, and he doesn't even talk about it. So, so I go to those Q&As sometimes, and I was at one last night. And I always get there like 5 minutes early so I can get my question towards the top of the queue. Otherwise, you're waiting for 3 hours to get your question answered. But I must say there's quite a lot of value in listening to the answers to some of the other questions. And last night, I asked him about mental illness. I said, can you help me with mental illness? Because I have a daughter, beautiful daughter, who is so mentally ill right now, so psychiatrically distressed and decompensated. And she absolutely will not accept help of any kind. And like, all I want to do is save her. And, you know, can you help me understand mental illness? You know, through this lens that you have. And he said, you know, maybe this is the way she will leave the planet. Maybe this is her way, her method of leaving the planet. And he essentially said, you know, do nothing but love her. And I understand the philosophy because just about an hour before this, I was on my Al-Anon meeting. And there's a mom and many mothers in my Al-Anon meeting who've lost their children, and they still go to Al-Anon because it's so fucking hard. This woman lost her 29-year-old son. I think she was just saying it happened like a while ago. It's coming up on 20 years or so. And just an hour earlier in the meeting, she was saying how, you know, they were living in Los Angeles. She lives in Paris now. And how when he died at 29, you know, she blamed herself. You know, I shouldn't have gone to Paris without him. You know, he was invited to go, but he was down in the cups, down in the drugs, down in the cups in LA. Didn't want to go. And he was hitting rock bottom apparently around the time when this happened, according to her story. And he reached out and he said, I need to come to Paris. I need help from my mother. And she had sent him a plane ticket and he was coming. And sometime 1 or 2 days after he got the plane ticket, he passed away in Los Angeles from an overdose. And so she had been sharing in the meeting about an hour before I had this encounter with Jonathan Ashford, how, you know, she berated herself and beat herself relentlessly because she moved to Paris when he was struggling and she wasn't there when he was dying. I don't know, I listen to her share a lot. I've been listening to her share for 2.5 years now. And I struggle because I know she loved her son. I know it. There's no question that she adored her son. But as she said, he was a grown-ass man. Sorry, at 29. And now she often says it was a blessing that he died before he hurt somebody. And I just, I think that the psychic pain is too much, and we have to say shit like that. Because it's never going to be a blessing for me if my daughter dies. It's never going to be okay. And I'm not ever going to be okay with what Jonathan Ashford proposes. Maybe it's just her way to go out. And you just have to sit there and love her unconditionally and allow her to go out. Loving her unconditionally is not a question, of course. But I'm just not the one who can sit on the sidelines and just relax while my beautiful girl is killing herself by refusing medicine, refusing all the hands that are outstretched to her. My arm is resting on my knee and my leg is slipping. It's just not me. I'm a person who cannot. He also is okay with eating animals. And he also says that activism is as an egotistical endeavor that is not spiritual. So he says a lot of other shit that belongs in the can. Yeah, sure, activists have ego. Sure, we go out there and toot and yell and scream and yell. Of course, we're drawing attention to ourselves, yes. But if there's no point in fighting evil, then something is just too fucked up for me to coexist with around here. We must fight evil. I don't even care if it's futile. I don't even care. There's no way to defeat evil, but we know that there is. There is a way to defeat evil. We fought Ringling Brothers Circus for 23 years. Every single year, every single stop, year after year after year after year, we fought that circus. We fought that fucking circus and we closed it down. It worked. We also fought the slaughterhouse at Farmer John Meatpacking in Vernon, in South Los Angeles. Actually, Central Los Angeles, really it is. Central West Los Angeles. And that didn't take long at all. We fought that motherfucker for about 5 years. And we shut it down. Now they got plants elsewhere. They're still doing business, of course, but we fought in Los Angeles Unified School District. For 3 years we fought and fought and fought and fought and fought. And it's gone away now because my daughter isn't well anymore. But we got plant-based food options in there for kids who didn't want to eat animals every day of the school year. Activism is mandatory. So basically I'm trying to talk myself out of what Jonathan Ashford said, which is, maybe this is her way of dying, and your job is just to sit there and love her unconditionally and watch it happen. And I'm fucking riled. Okay, I'm riled. I don't like that. And I decreed again last night that my daughter shall not be removed from the planet, and I decreed it again this morning as I mourn the loss, the tremendous, horrendous loss of Nolan Wells at the hands of 3 white supremacist boys who he thought were his friends. We have to resist. And if we weren't meant to resist, And whatever it is in the cosmic soup that is creating this planet and energizing this planet in all the different ways. And you might say you don't believe in God, but man, this place, this planet is one in a number of literally uncountable planets. It's one in an infinite number of planets that we can possibly extrapolate are out there that has this. Plants, oxygen, just the exact right amount of sun, carbon, water. You cannot, there's no way to fucking deny that there's not. I don't even know what you want to call it. Energy, intelligence, whatever it may be. Whatever it is, it's more than our human minds will ever be able to contemplate or calculate, so there's no word for it. But whatever it is, I call it the absolute. If activism is futile and nothing more than an operation of the ego, then why did it inject me with it when I was conceived? And it injected me hard. Like, it gave me a triple dose. So, I believe that my existence on the planet is justified to the extent I am able to activate for justice. I believe that my existence on the planet is justified to the extent I am able to love, preserve, and honor my beautiful daughter and protect her at all costs. I can't just sit here and do nothing to help her. I also asked, what else can I learn? What else can I seek to get the knowledge and the understanding that I need to get out of here? Because I need to get out of here and get to her. And he said, you can't. There's no way. If you're meant to go back, you'll go. If it's not going to let you go back, you won't go. And to that I say, well, is the absolute our jail keeper? Is it our jailer? I'm going to fight to get out of here. I'm still going to fight. And I'll speak to you, the absolute, right now. I'll look into this video and I'll speak to you eye to eye. I'm going to fucking get out of here. I'm getting out of here. And if you are holding me here, I disagree. And I will not comply. I am gonna get out of here. And I am gonna look upon the face of my daughter again, eye to eye. And I'm gonna hold her again, while her heart is still beating. I'm going to fucking do it. And you are not gonna stop me. There's no fucking way you're gonna stop me. I will fight you. It's been too long. This is not okay. It's cruelty now. Are you cruel? Are you cruel? Are you cruel? If we weren't made to want anything, you wouldn't have injected us with desire, motherfucker. Get me the fuck out of here, you goddamn motherfucker. I need to see her now. It's been 9 years. It's been 3.5 years since I've seen her face. Get me the fuck out of here. Right now. I'm not sitting here in peace, enduring this. I'm not sitting here accepting it. I don't accept it. I have to get out of here now, and I need to see her now. Right now. Immediately. Do it. Stop holding me here. Release me from these chains and get me the fuck out of here. I need to see my girl.